MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the Sunshine State and Marlins Park in Miami. Ought to be a good one here between the American League All-Stars and the National League All-Stars. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. Harold, what's the key for them against one of the best starters in the game?
Tell you what, Matt, they got a great pitcher going, so it takes the pressure off the offense. You know you don't need 5 or 6 runs to win a game. You just scrape out a couple, and he's going to make it stand up.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2017 National League All-Stars.
Briefly now, we'll look at the 2 men named by their managers to get the ball here to begin this All-Star game. Johnny Cueto, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. HR, what's the word on him?
Well, Matt, he's got 5 pitches, and I mean, they're all good. He throws them for strikes. He dominates. He mixes speeds up. I asked him one day, what's your best pitch? And he told me all 5. All right, let's get a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the National League All-Stars. And in the outfield, Bryce Harper, you know, when he first broke into the league when he was 19, 20 years old, he was running around like a crazy man all over the place like a little jackrabbit, out of control. He's calmed it down now, and he's really become a nice outfielder.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for the American League, second baseman, number 27.
And this one will be foul back in among the fans. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out the first.
Great execution. He hit it where it's thrown, right? That ball's thrown right up the middle. He hit it right back up the middle. A lot of hits in the middle.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. Career head-to-head meetings with Johnny Cueto, 1 for 6. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting 1 out could be a challenge.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
Wow, really close pitch on 0-2. That just missed, and if he hits that spot right there again, he might get the call next time.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, he tried to put him away on 2 pitches low in the zone, and he just wasn't biting. Nice job of hitting.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
3-2 count with a guy on first base that can run like he can. I think they got to send him right here. I think he's off and running.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Sent on the ground out to second. A tag for 1. Throw to first, not in time, so they'll settle for 1 out. So a runner at first with 1 man gone. And standing in now, the third baseman, Manny Machado. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A high fastball is in there. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Well, Johnson has gotten the inconsistent label before, but it's usually not too bad. Sometimes he's dead on with corner pitches, and other times he seems to tighten it up a bit. Up and down seems to be a similar experience, so we'll see how he does in this one.
Fastball called for strike 2.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give a guy at first a chance to run.
Runners on first with 1 down. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. To second for 1. Back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. A double play to retire the side. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. HR, how do they send their fan base home happy here today?
This is going to be a dogfight tonight. They are facing a premier pitcher. I'm talking about one of the elite guys in the league. I want to see if they make little tweaks to how they might attack him. Are they going to lay off that nasty breaking ball with 2 strikes? Or will they be able to drive the ball to the ballpark when they get that 1 pitch to hit? This is going to be a great matchup. Time for a look at the defense for the AL All-Stars, brought to you by Majestic. And at first base, Eric Hosmer, I think he's one of the best defenders in all the game at first base. Tremendous range. He's aggressive, too. Not afraid to catch a ball and throw it to second base for that double play. Aggressive first baseman. I like them.
Well, there you see Dexter Fowler as he'll be the one to commence the action in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Here's a ball well struck for the right field corner. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. The throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Coming to the plate now, Bryce Harper, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First offering on its way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
Yeah, I think he missed that one, Matt. But you know what? That's going to happen. Umpires are part of the game. They're human. They're going to make mistakes. He missed it. Oh, well, get over it.
A runner at second, nobody out. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Well, he fouled that breaking ball off a little bit early. Timing not quite there. Had a fastball to pitch before. He just got out in front of that breaking ball.
And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Here's the 1-2. And he struck him out. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. What's going to be the key for him today, HR?
Matt, have you seen this guy throw? Whew, he is electric. What do you got to do against him? I think you got to attack him early. He's just too overpowering. His stuff is electric. He's got one of those great power arms that we'll talk about for years to come. You got to take it to him before he takes it to you.
Here's Chris Bryant now. First appearance for him here with the leadoff man still at second and one gone now. First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one. Fastball stays way up that time for ball two.
Tough situation for him right here. I mean, he's got an open base, so he doesn't have to give in to this guy, but there's definitely danger looming on deck, so you can't just completely work around him either.
2-0 count. Here it comes. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw got him, and that's a gorgeous play.
Batting fourth.
Now at the plate, Yoenis Cespedes. First opportunity for him here with the leadoff man still standing at second. Two gone now. First pitch on its way. Right over the middle, knee high. Looks at a changeup that catches the corner.
It's a big at bat right here, Matt. You have to get to him early in the game. I know there's two outs. You got to run the scoring position, but the good pitchers get stronger the deeper they go in the game.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Not a bad pitch there with two strikes, but it misses. 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and two strikes. Swing and a miss got him reaching. The throw to first is in time and the inning is over. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on MLB Network. Edwin Encarnacion now. Career head-to-head meetings with Johnny Cueto. An impressive 4 for 7. He's taken him deep once. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. 2-1.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider.
3-1 count to this guy. You don't want to challenge him right here. Don't give him anything to hit. No, no, no. Keep it on the corners.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Takes a knee-high fastball. just got a piece up the line. That rolls foul, and they'll do it again. Once again, a 3-2. Push softly over toward the right side, but no problem at first, and that's the first out.
All right, let's get a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the National League All-Stars. And behind the plate, you got Buster Posey. Took him a little while to figure out how to work things in the big leagues, but boy, can he catch. He can still catch and throw. He'll fool you every now and then, too, but he calls a tremendous game.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He was the winner of the AL Silver Slugger Award at shortstop a season ago. Here's the first pitch to him. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. That fastball on the inner half of the plate. You can see that he just isn't able to get those arms extended, and pretty ugly swing right there.
The first baseman Eric Hosmer is in. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Ball 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Well, I thought with 2 outs right there, that situation, he probably had the green light 3-0. Maybe he didn't get it where he wanted or get the pitch he's looking for, so he took it. But I think he's probably swinging here, too. 3-1.
Oh, and look what I found out there on the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. Here's Will Myers, and he'll step in to start things out against Chris Sale.
Designated hitter, Will Myers.
Into the windup and the pitch. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Hey, not a bad take there on that first pitch. Not a real good idea to go up there looking for a changeup to hit. Sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And this is fouled back and out of play.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Time for a look at the defense for the AL All-Stars, brought to you by Majestic. And behind the plate is Salvador Perez. He's one of the bigger catchers in the league. He stands about 6'4", 6'5", and took a lot of foul balls through the years off that face mask in his chest. Even changed how he was catching the ball. But I love him back there. Catch and throw and gun people down.
Here's Buster Posey now. Fastball in there for a called strike. Bottom of the second here with no score. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And this is chopped foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now. Here comes the 1-2 from Sale. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Cubs, first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Now to the plate, Anthony Rizzo. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Now this is chopped foul at home plate. It's 0-1. Sale gets the sign. Coming at him with the 0-1. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that one stayed too low, apparently. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Here's Mookie Betts. 7, 8, 9. Bottom of the order set to go here in the 3rd.
Right fielder, Mookie Betts.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Line drive to left. Cespedes has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Third inning, no score to this point. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats.
Man, I like the last 2 pitches. A changeup and then the fastball. And he's late with the swing on the fastball right there. You got him in between right now, and that's an advantage to the pitcher.
And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Batting 9th from the Boston Red Sox, left fielder.
Here's Jackie Bradley now.
Bradley Jr.
First offering on its way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Now the pitch. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
That was an ugly swing, and that's indicative of how they've been swinging the bat today. They just have not looked like they're picking the ball up at all. He's just dominating them.
1-2. Here it comes. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. swing and a miss. He struck him out with a two-seamer, and the inning is over. American League goes down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Here's Ben Zobrist now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Lifetime against Chris Sale. 7 hits in 14 tries. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1. Now to Zobrist. Pretty well hit deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats. Foul.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch outs and working on number 5.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit the other way out toward right field. Betts on the run. Makes the play. 1 away.
Batting ninth.
Here's Addison
From
Russell.
the Chicago Cubs, the shortstop, Addison Russell.
Into the windup and the pitch. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. Now the pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. To 2-2 now. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Again, he sends it out of play.
Oh, he saw that changeup really nice. He just wasn't able to keep it fair.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate.
He's just fouling them off till he gets something he wants to hit.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Nice 2-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. And he lays off there. 1-0. Second shot now. He doubled to start out the home first. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Hot shot down the line, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch coming to Fowler, and there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. 2 out, nobody on. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. NL down in order. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Digging in to try it again. Jose Altuve. He'll lead it off against Johnny Cueto.
Jose Altuve.
Here's the first pitch to him. The cutter runs outside, ball one. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
A little bouncer. That winds up foul. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. On the barehanded attempt, gets by him here, and that ought to go as a bunt single.
Well, this bunt's part of his game. You know he can fly, and everybody on the field's anticipating it, but he dropped it in the perfect spot.
Stepping in now, Mike Trout. In the dirt here, and no advance. It's ball one. No runs, 2 hits, no errors thus far for the American League. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
He's set, and the 2-0 pitch. Swing at a high pop, drifting into foul territory. Under it is Rizzo. 1 away.
The third baseman, number 13.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Manny Machado. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. And he takes ball 1. Throw over to the bag, and he'll dive back in. And another throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. No runs, 2 hits, no errors thus far for the American League. There goes Altuve. Pitches a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
Ah, and he took something off of it there. It's 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. This is in the air out to right. Harper has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Edwin Encarnacion. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on and missed for the first strike. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1 now to Encarnacion. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Set to deliver on 2-1. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. American League strands 1. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Here's Bryce Harper now. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Right fielder, Bryce Harper.
First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss.
What a good pitch. He went way out of the zone to try to swing and catch up to that slider. Now you got him thinking. It's 0-2. You can throw him anything you want.
Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Into the windup and the pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Bradley is there. 2 gone.
The left fielder number.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Sales ready. First pitch on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
He's having a really good game. He's over 70% first pitch strike. When you get that first pitch strike, now it opens up the whole strike zone, and that's why a pitcher can dominate. And he's doing that in this game.
0-1. Here's the pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the National Leaguers. Through 4. Still tied. 0-0. Here's Xander Bogaerts now.
Leading
0
off
for
for the
1
American
for him
League.
here in this one.
Shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner. The windup and the 0-1. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
Well, he finds himself down 0-2, but those were 2 good pitchers' pitches. Both on the inside half, both for strikes. There's nothing you can do with it. You just got to hope now you get something to hit.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball got him looking as that had 2-seam action on it. 1 gone.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Ready for another chance? Eric Hosmer. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it off.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Too low with a fastball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Looking up is Cespedes. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. A solo home run here off the bat of Eric Hosmer. As the AL strikes first, it's 1-0.
He saw a few balls down in the zone earlier in that at-bat, but finally got a pitch he liked and promptly deposited it over the fence. Made the pitcher pay for his mistake, which is exactly what you're supposed to do.
Here's Mookie Betts. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Right fielder, Mookie Betts.
First offering on its way. And a fastball just a bit high. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Falling behind 3-0 to the wrong guy right here. You don't want to mess around with him. You know he's going to have the green light. If you throw one inside, he still might turn and burn.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And he'll just float a change in here now for a strike. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
Just hung in there on that one. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Down the third baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. He'll try it again. 3-2. Ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Striding in once again, Salvador Perez. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Cueto will go to first, and he'll dive back in safely. And again a throw, and the runner back. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Perez waiting on the 1-1. The fastball down near the shoe tops.
You know, he was really pounding the strike zone early on, but he's kind of gotten away from that here a bit. He might just need a little reminder to attack hitters and trust his stuff.
Now a move over to first and a dive, but he's back in there. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Pitch inside, the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
Three balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. And another foul ball. Count is full. Here's the pitch. There's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. The next 3-2. Fly ball out toward right field. Harper has a read on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. So stepping in, Jackie Bradley Jr. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Bradley Jr.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. 2 out here and a runner at second. Dribbled to the right side. Throw won't get him at first. An infield single, and it's first and third now.
Well, that's a nice infield single. And was he flying down the line or what? But, man, you used to say, hey, he's smelling that base hit right there. He was digging for that hit.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Oh, he reached back and challenged him right there. I like that. Early in the count. Here it is, big fella. I know you're a good hitter, but I'm coming right after you.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. Here it comes, 0-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Cespedes on the move. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So 1 run on 2 hits, including the home run. No errors, and 2 men left stranded. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the American League 1 and the National League nothing. Back alongside Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Will Myers is set to lead things off.
Will Myers.
Into the windup and the pitch. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And the changeup is way low that time. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout.
Well, they got him in the rocking chair right now. A little changeup, follow up with the fastball. He's a little late with that swing. I may go back with another changeup.
Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point. 1 away now. Here's the catcher, Buster Posey. First offering on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Well, he got a high strike on a fastball right there. That's pretty unusual. Usually early in the count, you're going to see a guy work down in the zone. That high fastball, usually the put-away pitch with 2 strikes. He pitched him backwards right here.
Good. 0-2 now.
Well, you find yourself down 0-2, and the last swing you take is a bad swing. It doesn't give you a lot of confidence as a hitter, that's for sure.
Tried to get him out front, but it's a ball, 1-2.
Yeah, doubled up on the slider away there. Got him to go after it before, so why not see if he'll offer at it again?
Here comes the 1-2 from Sale. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. And, Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. And a slider tails outside for ball 1.
Well, that's 2 quick outs, and he's got a low pitch count. Really being aggressive in the zone has forced him to swing the bats. He's economically low in that pitch count. He's got a chance to go deep in the game.
Here comes the 1-0. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Snuck that high, hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
Here it comes on 1-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
2 outs, 2 strikes, and we're in the 5th inning, and he's got 1 pitch, I think, away from getting through 5 shutout innings. It's pretty impressive right now.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line hard toward right center, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So Ben Zobrist will bat this inning following the 2-out hit.
Matt, did you see where they were playing him? They're playing him in the shift, and he just did not care. If he hit the ball hard, I guess that's his philosophy. It was going to get through anyway, and we saw it right there. Base hit into the shift.
Here's Ben Zobrist now as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. And a high strike there. It's 1-1. Sale sets. Here's the 1-1. Looks at a changeup that catches the corner. Has a look, now the pitch. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Wow, that game flew by, but that's what happens when you get a well-pitched 1-run game. Both hurlers battled, and it's almost a shame somebody had to lose this one.
A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. The American League earned the victory despite only collecting 4 total hits. So that's a wrap for this afternoon. For Harold, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.